The other thing that Halloween did to me is that I put on something on Hulu and then it just like goes on its own, you know, starts playing you a bunch of shit, and it got into this Halloween playlist of a bunch of shows. I don't know what the fuck they are. I haven't watched TV in a couple of years, so I like didn't really know what the fuck any of these things were. But like there was like 10 different like sitcom kind of shows that all are exactly the same. They all kind of have this like it's a lot of like, you know, white people who don't give a fuck kind of shows, you know, like dysfunctional family with the dad who's drunk and gives everyone bad advice, and then you know, the kids are like way too eloquent and sophisticated to be believable as characters, and you know what I mean? It's just all this kind of like snappy banter that's just really unoriginal and dumb. Just 50 fucking shows like that. And the family's always got, there's a gay uncle, or you know what I mean? There's always got to be some controversial angle, and you know, it's just I watched like 10 different ones of these. What have you guys, who watches TV here? Have you watched TV? No?
Not recently, no.
I mean, I watched like 10 fucking shows that apparently, I don't know if they were all from the same network or whatever. I don't know the names. A Modern Family was one. Have you ever seen that?
No, people keep telling me to watch it.
Oh,
but
it was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what else? The Big Bang Theory.
That's the worst.
Yeah, worst thing ever.
I've seen clips of these things, and I just can't. That was the horrifying thing to me, is watching this shit all day and realizing that that's what entertains the average person was really fucking depressing. And then comes Saturday Night Live. Okay? And I've made it clear that I never liked fucking Saturday Night Live. It's a terrible show. It's not good now. It wasn't good with Jimmy Fallon. It wasn't good with Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. It wasn't good with even Bill Murray and fucking John Belushi. It's a shit show. It sucks. It's a horrible concept that doesn't work and has never worked, and it's not funny. And the writing is traditionally just like lazy, and the sketches are totally just incomplete and fucking half-assed compared to most really good sketch comedy. What do you think, guys?
I think it got popular because most people didn't have cable back then. I didn't. So
it's another rotting dinosaur that has no purpose anymore.
It's four fucking channels, and it was on one of them on Saturday.
Exactly, and it's iconic, so people still assume that it's good, or for even though you can watch. I mean, there's a million sketch comedy YouTube channels, fucking websites, people doing all kinds of shit. You don't need fucking TV, but for some reason that show still gets like a high place of respect in the comedy world. You know. Why is that?
I haven't seen that shit in years. I tried to watch one a couple years ago.
It was horrible.
The worst.
It's awful, dude.
I want them to bring what is that called? In Living Color. That's what I want.
Yeah, that was better. No, Saturday Night Live is just like, I mean, it's every sketch is just like, hey, let's take this either hot button issue or this figure of pop culture, and then add a funny twist to it, and then not write a beginning and not write an ending, and just have everyone strangle each other and cue the applause. Like, I mean, that's like every fucking sketch. Mad TV was the same fucking way. They don't write complete sketches. They don't flow one from another. You know, it's just this really shitty fucking like stage acted bullshit.
UCB. That was the shit.
Upright Citizens Brigade blows Saturday Night Live out of the water.
They stringed everything together at the end. They all the stories like
Mr. Show blows Saturday Night Live out of the water, and it was 4 seasons in the 90s, and I'd rather watch those 4 fucking seasons over and over for the rest of my life than ever see another new Saturday Night Live. It's just fucking low quality or something. I don't know why it can be so consistently bad for so many years. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe that's
because I thought it was funny when I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure it was just because I was a kid. You know, I've seen like the best of things of like Chris Farley, Adam, and they're not funny. It's just not. It's just really not funny as an adult. Doesn't hold up.
He was only funny when he yelled and then he fell down and like broke something.
He had a couple funny things. I will admit the talk show that he did, that's still kind of funny. The nervous talk show that he did, you know. Whatever that fucking thing was called. What are you saying?
I was just going to say that Saturday Night Live also has this weird, really, really consistent history of giving every single one of its cast members a successful movie career. It launches everybody into like huge success, even though it's so terrible.
It's because that whole world is political more than it's based on talent, I think. You know, and not to say that those people aren't really hard workers, but Jesus Christ, a lot of them are not funny. They're like about as funny as maybe, you know, some theater people in high school were writing their own sketches and stuff, you know, that, you know what I mean? I mean, it's really fucking bad. There's a commercial playing already.
I don't know if it's universal. I think they all
I think they all come at different times, but that was fast on our end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't control these commercials, everybody. We are working on that. We're getting there. We will have a fucking show that we run ourselves at some point. But for now, there's these little 15-second shitty interruptions by fucking Kellogg's disgusting bullshit food. I wonder if the commercials that we see or what everyone else sees, then we could at least make fun of them, you know?
They always loop them over and over, so probably.
Yeah.
You always see the same ones over and over and fucking over and over and over and over.
Disgusting cereal commercials.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, so SNL is garbage, and I'm so sick of everyone just innately just giving it this fucking respect, you know, out of hand, just, you know. And yeah, the reason it launches movie careers is because that whole world is full of fucking sleaze bags that do each other favors.
But everybody from there does like 2 movies and then that's it.
Well,
it's not like nobody goes into movies and they just keep going. They usually have like 2 things and then they're done.
Perfect example. What was that fucking sleazy looking guy that did like the Deuce Bigelow movies?
Fucking Rob fucking Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Yeah.
Fucking little pipsqueak
talentless
motherfucker.
Twerp, just like, and not funny. Not, you ever see him on a talk show? He's not clever. He's not likable. He's not fucking funny in his movies. There's nothing going on there.
He has a mullet.
Why has that guy been in millions of, you know, multi-million-dollar fucking Hollywood productions? Why?
No, because at SNL.
Well, but
I understand that he sucks.
It's
and
not
they
based
suck.
on. It's not based on talent or the quality of what he does. I'll guarantee you that. That's the point.
No craft has the best at the top. None. Zero. Zilch.
There was a bunch of people from Saturday Night Live that were awful. What was the other guy? Chris Kattan.
Oh yeah.
What a fucking idiot! That guy was off, and he wasn't funny. I never thought Will Ferrell was funny either. Will Ferrell's never fucking been funny. Never.
Oh,
Ever.
Master of Disguises sucked dick,
dude. He's just got he from the beginning just had that like, I'm gonna have an irreverent look and do something awkward. Like, yeah, great. I had that kid at my junior high too. Like, it's not. This is the thing. You see
Jimmy Fallon, who laughs at everything.
Jimmy Fallon's awful. You know. I mean, if you get into the world of stand up comedy or you just know really funny people, you know that these people aren't the fucking cream of the crop. They're not. You got friends that could come in here right now and make you laugh until you fucking rolled on the ground and cried. You know what I mean?
That's true.
These fucking idiots are awful.
These fucking idiots are awful.
Adam Sandler, terrible. Has never made a funny movie ever. Has he? Has he ever made anything actually funny that wasn't just fucking cookie cutter garbage? You know? Has he ever?
I'm thinking. I mean, I watched all of his movies.
There's nothing, dude. You think they're funny when you're 14 because everybody yells the line together and that's fun. You know what I mean?
I like the sneaky butler in the Mr. Deeds.
Oh, God, you're an idiot.
When he fucking stabbed him in the foot.
Yeah, I don't know. See, there's like goofy moments that could make you laugh, but it's not like
and
it's
also
not something
that's John Turturro. That's not even Adam Sandler. That was John Turturro.
Who?
The butler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's hilarious.
Does he really talk like that?
Yeah. No.
Oh. But it was Adam Sandler's foot.
Name me one person from Saturday Night Live. Okay, Bill Murray's funny, okay?
Yeah.
But if you watch the old SNLs with him and John, they're not funny. They're just they're stupid, kind of panicked, like, you know, and those guys were improv actors, you know, and they were probably the best that there ever was on that show, and it still wasn't funny. They were still doing dumb sketches where it was like, hey, let's, what if a bunch of superheroes were all at like a little cocktail party and had like personal differences? You know, it's just like, it's the same, just dumb. If you're not interested in pop culture, you're not going to like the show, you know? So we got somebody who wants to weigh in on this already. Here, go ahead. Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring him on, bring him on, bring him on. You're on the Sunday Evening Overdose. Hello.
What's going on? How are you?
What the
Whoa.
fuck?
Hello?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Your phone's all fucked up.
Kinda. Sounds like all crazy, but who is this?
It's Steve.
Steve, how's it going?
Not too bad. I'm driving illegally on the phone because I hate those fucking stupid things that you put in your ear.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we heard that.
So what's going on? What do you think of the SNL shit?
Oh, dude, I told you, like, I don't know whether it was last week, whenever that comic guy was on, It sucks so bad. First of all. Second of all, it has been fucking 20 years since it was fucking decent. I mean, and decent, like, I'm talking about fucking Kevin. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Fucking, like, Kevin Nealon, like, Chris Farley, people that were actually kind of funny. Dude, I think maybe, like, I don't really know. Maybe the drugs that they get on SNL are, like, worse than they used to be.
You know what?
I'm pretty sure they used to get the fucking best drugs ever.
That's
Fuck,
true.
Chris
And
Farley,
people are doing shit drugs now. Everybody's into fucking clubbing drugs and weird chemical shit. Like back then, they were probably doing acid and you know having a good time.
What's up with that?
Well,
like,
also,
I'm like, for me, like, I'm just old school. Like, I don't mind a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I don't want to fucking take a bunch of pills that are gonna fucking make me pass out in the fucking alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And besides which, dude, you were just talking about Rob Schneider because I was actually just listening because I was like, what time is it? I don't know. Fucking Obama made the hour go back 1 hour or something. So I was like, oh shit, it's dark outside. But it was way dark earlier because we fell back. We crawled back.
Yeah.
How's your show, bud? I'm banned from the Uptown.
Oh yeah.
Well.
The show. Well, we were talking about that. So we had the show Friday night. This is with my for anyone who doesn't know, with my musical act, and that was what. Yeah, they got pretty fucked up. There was a lot of drugs, a lot of debauchery.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I wish I was there, but here's the thing. I was gonna have my roommate Ed Munster Cheese fucking dress up the same as me, and then like go in and show his ID, and then I was just gonna come in after him. Because I was like, fuck it, I kind of want to go see my buddy
Wait a
play,
minute,
but
are
I'm
you
banned from the Uptown, you know what I mean?
Why'd you get banned? So you got banned from there, huh?
I'm not allowed. I don't know. Fucking Michelle fucking sent me a fucking Facebook message, like, being like, you're not allowed here anymore. And I was like, wow. I told them, like, this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. I fucking got, like, real drunk one night, and I showed up there, and I accidentally painted a little bit on Steve's wall. Now, Bill fucking loves me, but Steve, he doesn't like me because fucking he's fancy. He plays golf. Bill fucking, he's a sour dude. He doesn't even drink anymore, for Christ's sake. So he knows I'm a good guy. So listen, this is what happened.
So you went to so hang on, let me
I go back in the morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning after I do this because I know that I'm in trouble for fucking painting on the wall the Uptown. This is such a fancy fucking joint that fucking has a big red wall on the fucking alley, right?
Wait, so what? You spray painted out there?
What's that?
You spray painted out there? Or what?
No. I didn't even spray paint it. I just fucking like drew the outline of that stop sign on the wall. I was actually appropriating. There's an artist who like does shadow art, like a street artist that does shadow art. And just basically outlines things that in the dark that are illuminated by a particular light source that's fixed. And of course, like a street light or, you know, a lantern or whatever the fuck is outside the Uptown, it illuminated this fucking stop sign in a particular way that I enjoyed. So I painted like just a little bit of it, and then I got mad shit, like all of a sudden fucking shit went down, right? So I see Bill in the morning, and I'm going there to try and spray paint. No shit, I'm trying to like match color, all this shit. Dude, it didn't work. I bought like fucking 5 different colors of spray paint. Couldn't match the color. So I told Bill, I was like, dude, I promise you I will fucking take care of this. I will paint the whole wall myself. I'll fucking do whatever. Like, it's no big deal. You know what I mean? So later that afternoon, like fucking 5 hours later, fucking Michelle sends me a fucking Facebook message being like, you're not allowed to fucking the Uptown anymore. And I was like, the Uptown's a bit of a dive anyways, and I don't give a fuck because they don't do shit when people fucking get assaulted. Fuck that shit.
What is he referring to?
Hey, Michelle, if you're listening, why don't you call in and and add your side to this?
She's not listening.
She might be.
Sure.
She might be. There's a lot of people listening, according to my numbers.
Is that right?
The ratings.
Well, Michelle, maybe Bill and Steve could fucking call up and be like, tell me exactly what happened.
Those guys
Listen,
are.
I understand.
Asleep.
Like there was more than one incident that like I was involved in, but I had nothing to do with anything except for fucking painting the wall. And I was trying to fucking fix it. But I got banned from the Uptown.
Well, for anyone who
I fucking hate not being able to go to a fucking shitty bar that I fucking spent thousands and thousands of dollars at.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is the local West Suburban Chicago bar that we all
It's a fucking dive.
we all frequent.
And I love dives. Who doesn't love dives? But there's a million of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. I'd like to get the other side of the story on this.
To be quite honest, I just fucking got banned from there, so I couldn't even go see my friend fucking play on Halloween.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
But wait a minute. It was Halloween. You could have put a mask on.
Yeah, what the hell? That was the perfect...
Painted your face,
but
perhaps?
Ed Munster Cheese had to fucking work, and he's like the biggest hippie ever. Like, all he does is, like, work and sleep and read about fucking Mahatma Gandhi or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just one of those hippies that just doesn't do much. We have the same shoes, too. It totally would have worked.
All right.
And you know what? I don't take offense to lyrics in your songs about people wearing Adidas sneakers.
Why do you wear Adidas?
We both have the same Adidas sneakers.
Well,
I get new ones all the time because here's the great thing about Kohl's is that they have, and this is for everybody. This is a little perfect everyday scam for everybody. If you go to Kohl's, just know that you can just return your fucking shoes anytime you want without a receipt, with a receipt. They have a absolute, like, you have to, like, they have to take their shit back. So whenever my fucking shoes get all smelly, or I, like, leave them out in the rain for, like, 3 days or a week or fucking a month or whatever, then I just bring them back to Kohl's for free. And they love me there. For sure. They don't
sure they love you at
Kohl's. At Kohl's, that's for sure.
I'm sure they're real excited to see you. Yeah.
Here comes the guy who keeps returning his shoes.
Did anybody show up to fucking open up for you, or do you just have to do your whole thing yourself?
Nah,
I heard you play guitar.
Yeah, you know what though? We gotta go. We gotta get onto the police news. But yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, the news. You guys are always so into the news. Well, I'll call back later when you guys are done with the news. All right.
All right, man. Good to hear from you.
All right, later. Peace.
Steve, our frequent listener and caller. Let's see if Michelle is out there from. So he's talking about some local bar drama. We could get the bartender on the phone. Let's if you're listening, Michelle, call us up. Let's hear your side of the story. Open them back up the Ustream. So anything else on Saturday Night Live or no?
One more thing.
Yeah.
Those guys back in the day, like nobody knew what that show was. They just kind of like threw it together. It was a bunch of old drunks, and now it's like a bunch of weird little preppy little fucking weirdos. You know what I mean?
They were more artistic and authentic seeming back then, yeah.
Because they probably were just a gaggle of fucking drunks and druggies.
Well, and now you know what? That's changed though. Like, for instance, you know, I mean, a lot of people I've known that are now in comedy and aspiring comedians and writers and whoever, they took the theater route in school, you know, and they didn't really do much interesting. You know, it was very tame. It's a very tame culture, the school theater culture.
Yeah, right.
You know? And maybe it wasn't always so, but definitely in my lifetime, that's been a very boring group of people.
I tried to do it for this chick that was taking theater and shit. I was in a theater class, and I was like, I'm dropping this fucking class. But this chick was pretty hot, and I wanted to talk to her, you know?
Sure.
This was when I went to Argo and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I made it like 3 weeks, and I was like, this is the worst. I fucking hated it. It was the worst.
I used to do
class.
theater.
You did? Did you like
yeah,
it?
in high school and in junior high.
Did you like it?
I liked it, but I hated the people. They're like the weirdest, worst group of people to have to be around all the time.
Yeah.
Some of them are really funny and really creative, but generally speaking, everybody is always trying to be the funniest person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're hard to get along with.
Yeah, it's a big group of idiots.